Good morning, good morning. It's like, I think 3:10 here this morning on my end. So good morning. I just have a message for us this morning. And I just literally just woke up from sleep this morning. And I feel like it is for me to give this message immediately as I got up from sleep. So I'm supposed to get up and pray, but last night I was so tired. Where after we came from a cookout at my pastor's place, which was nice, and I just got tired. I was like, let me lie down and sleep before my midnight prayer. And so I felt asleep. I was like, okay, I still got a little bit of time. Let me just fall asleep and I will get up on time to pray. But instead, that's not what happened. So I fell asleep. And all of a sudden, I saw me and the Lord, and I'm holding onto the Lord. And He's showing me hell. And He's showing me different things of hell. How and why people go to hell. Like the most common thing is why people go to hell. Father, help me to tell this vision in the right way and truthful way in every way. But before I could say it, let me just pray with you. King of Kings, Lord of God, I give you thanks, I give you glory, oh God. As your people gonna hear this, oh God, whatever wax that is in the ear of stubbornness, oh God, Father, may this penetrate through that wax in the name of Jesus. May this word get to them, oh Lord, and let that ways be changed in Jesus' name. Amen. So, like I was saying, and the Lord took me to hell this morning, and I'm standing, and I had like a little, one in hell is like a little island. It's where I'm standing with the Lord, like a little hill. You know how the little hill built up, and then you just stand there, and He's showing me, and I'm seeing like this dinosaur that flies. It looked like a bird. It fly, how it ripped out human being, how it ripped out like those people that go to hell, how it ripped them out. Then I said, oh Father, why these people are here? And people are there for I'm telling you, the most common thing is what? That you don't think somebody, that we just think it is okay and it's part of everyday life. It's what people goes to hell for. And I'm having a conversation with the Lord this morning. And I'm like, Father, have mercy upon them. Have mercy upon them. And I was like, but why can't you show it to people? I was asking, I said, Father, why can't you show this to people? You know, I don't know when last I came live, man. But I'm asking the Lord, I said, Lord, why let your people come to this place, and why can't you show this to them personally? He said, I have showed this to people. He said, most of the people that are coming here are people that are showing hell to. But now the heart is becoming very, very hard, and they are not listening. They will know the truth and they will depart from the truth. He said, these are people that He showed hell. Then the one that fascinated me this morning was a little girl. I don't know when last I watched Dance Mom, but this little girl, I can't remember her name, but I promise you He called her name. And It's like this little girl is praying secretly of her life. And he showed this little girl, he said, everything the little girl doing with her life, she doing well. But when it comes to the dance aspect of her life, it is not glorifying him. And that will lead her to hell. It's like, so everything he was showing me, I wasn't alone. I was with another little girl. And little girl, she's not like really skinny little girl. But she's not like, she's probably around the age 11 age, 12 age on Dance Mom. I don't know her. I have not seen her before because I don't watch Dance Mom. It's been a very long time since I even watched Dance Mom. But she has been secretly asking the Lord about this. And he tell her whatever she is doing with her life, apart from the dance aspect, will take her to heaven. But the dance aspect will be, I said, and as we're talking, we are standing in hell, and he's talking, and this dinosaurs, demons, they're ripping people apart, and people just going back together. And I'm asking, I said, Father, why can't you show these people? Show them and let them really feel hell. You showing them, don't say me. He said, I have shown my people, and I am telling them every day. I am telling them and I am showing them. But the more I show my people, the more the hearts become hardened. And I'm like, Father, have mercy. Your mercy, oh God, have mercy. And this, when I got up, the moment I got up, I said, no, I cannot keep this in. Because all he was showing me is different reasons why people go to hell. The people go to hell, you're lying. And the thing that become more fascinating about lies these days, you got men and women of God will stand on the pulpit and they will lie. You have people standing in church without regard and they lie like it is easy, like they are drinking water. They lies. He said, and he gave me this message before. He said, my people lie. He said, even on the altar, they do not fear God. Don't they know about Ananias and Sapphira? They told one lie and instantly they were dead. Ananias and Sapphira told one lie and instantly they were dead. But these days, my children do not fear. And they lie on pulpit. Men, women of God, children of God lies right in the presence of the Lord. And they think it is all okay because they want to get certain thing out of that chest. So you will ask them, hey, John or Peter or Mary, did you pour water in the cup? Yes, and they have not even done it right in the presence of the Lord. They have not even done it. So at this time, I'm just telling you, God is using people, man. He's using people. He's telling people. He's using people. He's using people to tell you. You may say, oh, the righteous is not taking place. The righteous is taking place. It is going, oh my God. And people, why he's saying it, and people are up here doing, it's like he showed me hell and the earth. Seemed like at the same time I could see both at the same time. While we are still standing in here with this little girl, it was me, the Lord, and this little girl who was together standing up. And I pray, oh God, I pray. Then little girl, oh, this little child that was with us, she was standing, oh God. this little child, it's like this little child is on this mom, and it's like she had been praying secretly about the Lord. She been asking the Lord. It's like her parents don't even know at all. Her parents don't know. And she's a little girl. Her parents don't know. She had been asking the Lord for the Lord to, help her live a better life. And when they show her life, she take time. In her personal time, she pray. She don't pray long, but she pray. And she take her personal time and try to do things right, to be honest. The little things that we take for granted is what she tried to do. And this little girl probably around 11, 12 age. I don't think she anywhere above that 11 or 12 years or age range. I don't think she's above it at all. And I don't think she even lower than 10 years old. But this little girl and we were standing with the Lord, and the Lord was showing us how demons rip apart him in hell. And when he came to her, and then when she asked the Lord, and then the Lord showed her and said everywhere. And as the Lord was showing her, it's like almost it seemed like I don't even feel like it was a screen that he was showing us through. It's like he was watching her lifestyle. And he said, but when it comes to your dance aspect of life, you are not glorifying me in that aspect. And that's what will lead you to hell. So if a child can ask the Lord, and I said, but Father, why can't you, the way you're showing us this, why can't you show this to people? Why you can't show this to your people and you're letting your people come to hell? He said, he said, the more I am showing my people, the harder the heart is being. The heart is even being harder. Our heart is being harder. And then right away as he said it, this man fell. It's like he freshly just died, and immediately he fell in the lake of fire. And when he fell, this dinosaur looked like a bird, long mouth. I don't know dinosaur's name. I know Pteranodon or something. But it just ripped this man straightly in half. And he said, these dinosaurs are like demons. It ripped this man in half. And when it ripped this man in half, he already started crying, Lord, have mercy. Then that was the time I asked him, I said, Lord, why can't you show this to your people? And you're letting your people fall in here. And I asked him that question. I said, Lord, why can't you show your people? And you're letting your people fall in hell, Father. He said, because I have showed them. And these people that are falling are the one that I show and I tell them about this place, and they have seen this place, and yet the heart are becoming even more harder and harder every time I tell them about this place, every time I show them about this place. And I'm telling you, my mind was not even on heaven or hell when I fell to sleep. All I was thinking was I should be able to get up and pray. That was my only thing that was registering to my mind, is for me to just take a nap and get up, at least an hour and a half nap, and get up for prayer. An hour to an hour and a half now, because it was like around 10:40-ish now. And I said, Lord, let me just go lay down, have my rest, and then get up and be refreshed for prayer time. And I got up like around 2 something, almost 3 o'clock. So that's why you see me filming, and I feel like it is not even anything for me to sit and keep this to myself at all. So the most common thing, man, people go to hell for, you go to hell for lying. The most common thing is the lies. Then people, it is so sad how people just go to hell for the most common thing that we just think is okay in our everyday life, and we just feel it is part of life. And as he is showing this little girl and I hell, and how like different section of hell. And it's like when we turn, we see another section of hell, and he tells us why it says these people are being in hell for, and they are being ripped apart by these demons that look like dinosaur and different dinosaur. And then he showed us like the villages. He showed us like the city. Then the place he showed me, and this little girl, it was like almost looked like New York, because I saw like this long the tall building, like this skyscraper. Actually was showing you like Los Angeles. I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna tell you, oh yeah, I know the place for sure. No, I'm not. But it's like when he started to show this little girl life and stuff, it seemed like he started from her school or something, because I saw kids and I saw her and she was dancing, and he said that's the part of her life that do not glorify her. People think like they can worship God and they are worshiping him. He said they are worshiping me, but they listen, the music they listen to do not glorify him. The dance that they are doing do not glorify him. And that's the little girl aspect of life that he was showing her. And then he was telling this girl and myself as well, that that's the part of life of her that do not glorify him at all. But the little girl is secretly, and I'm so like impressed of this little girl, that her parents don't even know that she sit and she pray by herself. She take her time to reflect on the Lord. And I'm like watching this, and the little girl is standing with the Lord and myself this very night before I could get up. This little girl and I was standing together with the Lord, and that's how I'm like. And when I got up, I said, ages. And that was the message that stayed in with me. And that little girl was, the little girl take her time to pray, man. While we grew up, don't even take our time to pray. We prefer to do everything. He said, man, people are being too busy than they feel like they can be. But then when they fall in hell, they ask God for meaning. Father, give me 1 minute, but you have all the meanings on this earth to ask the Lord for forgiveness, to turn your life around. You may think 1 minute to not make a difference, but you will be so much amazed how people in hell ask for only 1 minute. The meaning that you and I take for granted is what people ask in hell. They ask in the Lord. And when the Lord showed that, he showed somebody in my church. But I'm not going to call this person name. He showed this guy in my church. He said, I have shown. Because when he was talking, he said, I'm showing them. And they turn around and they do exactly what I showed. And this guy came up. I said, wow. Said he seen it. But the more they seen, then he started telling me, they seen that I have showed them hell. I have showed them the rapture. I have showed them how it's going to be. But then the heart. Every time I show them, he said every time he show us, our heart become hardened. People's heart become very, very hardened. The more he shows people, the more people do not listen. So I just take this time to, tell you and myself about this. I ain't come up here to preach a whole sermon, but I just came here this morning, 3 a.m. this morning, I could have been sleeping and get for work this morning, but I don't think I can even keep it in for even a second without telling you. And it is so, man, if you know something in your life that do not glorify the Most High God, and we that think say, oh, they say Christ is coming, and they've been saying it from generation to generation, and yes, Christ is not here, yet he is here. It's just a matter of time for the trumpet to blow. He is here. There is nothing that is in hidden of him. What you think, oh, nobody's seeing me? Christ sees you. He sees you. He sees everything you do. It's like it's just the things people go to hell for is like, it's something you, oh my God, man, the things that people ready go to hell for. It's something that is like, wow. Because it's so common. Some people living their life. Some people just decide to live their life on a party base. Some people just decide to live their life on fornication, adultery, stealing. And these are the things that the ones that carry people the most is the lies. It's the lies. I remember the beginning of some part of last month, when he said, I was at work and I was just meditating. I was at work and I was meditating when he said, don't they know about Ananias? He said, my people lies, they lies. He said, don't they know about Ananias and Sapphira? When they told one lie in the presence of the Lord, immediately they didn't even have second chance. And now I gave my people chances. And the more they lie, they stand. He said they stand in my presence and they lies. And as he was saying it, it's like I started saying, like he said, my children, he said, men and women of God stand in my presence. They are in the church and they are lying. We need to ask the Lord for honest tongue, no matter how painful it can be. I prefer for you and myself to be honest and gain our life. This earth is just a part-time job. It's like a it's like a PRN. This is where you go, you get your training, you get your basic training. And you do the work of God. You pass by. You lead up to your full-time position, and you pick that full-time position for yourself out of heaven or hell. Some people, our heart is hard. We don't want to forgive people. And that's another thing that carry people to hell the most, the unforgiving spirit, the unforgiving heart. The heart is hard. They refuse because somebody do something to them. They will be like, I will never forgive that person, and hold on to things so tight, and they refuse to let things go. You are not, let me tell you one thing. If you think when you forgive, right? You really think you forgive, you're doing it for the person you are forgiving. You are not doing it for the person that did you wrong when you're forgiving them. You are doing it for yourself. So if you forgive that person, you clean your conscience, you clean your heart, you living free. Your heart is being free. You want for God to forgive you, but you cannot take the time and forgive someone when they do you wrong or they do you dirt. I'm just passing by to just ask. After this message, I'm just passing also to just ask. Because these are the most common things. And you got men and women commit, oh my God. You're committing sin. You are committing abortion. You are, my pastor said, being illegal in the business of men and women. And some men or some women, you marry, but then you are not being honest and faithful to your partner. These are some of the main reason that we think is cool. That people rather think is so cool. That they will feel like, oh yeah, that when they do it, people will say, oh, because you this. So when you see, after people get to hell, man, when you see them asking for 1 minute, the meaning that they can wish to come back and get things right. 1 minute, that is only 60 seconds. When you see people asking for 1 minute, just when they're asking God for the 1 minute that you and I take for granted. When you see people asking God for this 1 minute in hell, it makes you value the minute and the second that passes by every time. Because it is so, this man, when he fell, he said, Lord have mercy, give me 1 minute. People are in here asking God for 1 minute. And the thing about it, when as he's showing these people in here, when you ask, and he was asking and I praying that he showed me more of this. But I would not lie to you, man. I was there standing with the Lord, and I was standing with the Lord, and I'm seeing people ripped apart in hell. Let me be honest, I became very, very frightened. I became very scared. Because when you see this, you don't want to make any mistakes that will lead you to hell. You just want to live in a... Man, Rudolph is Ben. You just want to be so right with him. You gotta take this time and really ask the Lord, what is it in our life, like this little girl did, man? What is it in our life that do not glorify God to change our ways? What is it that in our life, or what are we doing that do not give God the glory, that do not honor Him? What is it in our very life because if we live our life like that, asking that question every day, I believe we will walk more carefully and do the work of God. So I am begging you guys, share this video to whomever you can share this video to. Because if we think that Christ is not here yet, then we are being very much delusional. Then we are being very much out of our mind if we think He is not here yet. It is just a matter of time for the trumpet to blow. You know, a couple of years ago in 2017, the Lord showed me a clock. I don't know if I came live with that. He showed me a clock. He did the right side of the clock I couldn't see. The left side of the clock is what I could see. Up to the 12. From the 6 to the 12 I could see. And I could see, I couldn't see what the short hand was located. But He showed me where the mini hand, I couldn't see the hour hand, but I could see the mini hand of that clock. And the moment that clock was struck to 12 and hit that 12, I'm not talking about the hour hand, I'm talking about this mini hand over here. Because like I said, I didn't see the hour hand. So I can tell you, say it was 12 o'clock. No. Whenever that mini hand could hit on that 12 to probably complete that hour or that time, Jesus asked for another 15 minutes. And the time came back to 9. The minute hand came to 9, which was 15 minutes to whatever time it was. And that's how. And he showed me these angels, baby angels, and this was like in 2017. He showed me baby angels. These baby angels had just make up the last bed. When a little baby make up the last bed, they have wings. And when they make up the last bed, and he said, it is time. And the angels that are blowing the trumpet are all in line. They are ready to blow the trumpet. They have the trumpet to their mouth. It is only remaining for the Lord to come. But he asked for another 15 minutes. But the trumpet is already in the hands of the angels. And that was 2017. So who knows if the trumpet have not yet been blown by his angels yet. And people are saying this every day. They are saying it every day. They are saying it every day. But like the Lord said, he is showing his people. He's telling them about hell. He's showing them about hell. And the more he shows his people, the more the hearts become hardened. They turn around and do exactly and even worse than what they were doing. But this guy that I saw in my church, I will definitely inform him about this. What the Lord showed me when he was telling me about. He showed his people. But they turn right back and do worse. So please, I'm begging us, let's take the time and just, ask the Lord, where part of our life that we are not glorifying him, that we can get things right with him. And good night. I am going to finish my sleep. Or whatever the Lord has planned for me, I am going to complete it. And I pray I'm not forgetting any part of this vision the Lord has just showed to me. And I pray if I did, that he gave me the memory to inform you guys. Have a blessed day.